Alright, so here are the answers for finding the measure of the arc length and also identifying whether they are a minor arc, major arc, or semicircle. And the identification is pretty straightforward. If the measure is less than 180 degrees, then it is a minor arc. If the measure is equal to 180 degrees, it's a semicircle. And if the measure is greater than 180 degrees, it's a major arc. Right? So here are our answers. And then we're coming over here to the length of the arc. So earlier we talked about the measure of the arc, which is the same as the measure of the angle of the central angle, which makes up the arc. Now we're talking about the arc length, right? So how long exactly is the arc? And so an arc is part of a circle, and its length is a part of the circumference of the circle. And we can calculate the length of the arc using this proportion here, which is the length of the arc, L, over 2 pi r is equal to the measure of the central angle, x, divided by 360. And we can go ahead and solve that proportion for L and get L is equal to x divided by 360 times 2 pi r. So we're going to use this proportion and equation to solve for the length of these arcs. So let's go ahead and try the first one here. We got zy, or arc zy, and we're trying to find its length. We have the x, which is the measure of the angle, 75. We have the pi, and we have r is 4. So we'll go ahead and plug everything in, and we'll get L is equal to 75 divided by 360 times 2 times pi times 4. We'll drop all of that into a calculator and see what we get. So we got 75 divided by 360 times 2 pi times 4 is there. We're rounding to the nearest hundredth place, so the length of this arc is going to be 524. So 5.24. And we're rounding to the nearest hundredths, and since the thousands place is a 5, we're going to increase the 3 to a 4. And so that's what we get, 5.24. And for part B, they don't give us the radius, they give us the diameter is 10 centimeters, which means the radius would be 5 centimeters. So we'll go ahead and plug all of that into the equation. We'll get L is equal to, what are we looking for here? Zy. Okay, so 130 is our x. So 130 divided by 360 times 2 pi times the radius of 5. So we'll come back to our calculator and we'll plug everything in. Divided by 360 times 2 pi times 5. So we're going to get L is equal to 11.34 and put a box around that. Okay, and so now you're going to go ahead and solve the rest of these problems here using our equation, which is the length of the arc is equal to the measure of the inscribed angle or central angle divided by 360 times 2 pi times r. Since we're talking about lengths here, I need to be sure to add my units, which is going to be inches and centimeters in this case.